So the first hack of Christmas is split testing with Infusionsoft. You may have seen various different tools out there, scripts, add-ons, plugins, whatever, all kinds of different things out there to help you do split testing with Infusionsoft. The truth is, none of these extra tools are necessary if you know how to use Infusionsoft correctly. So let's jump right into this. First off, why would we want to do some split testing? Well, lots of different reasons, but first, we might want to test different offers. We might want to test different marketing sequences. We may want to even test different prices. Whatever it is that you want to test, you should always be testing various different parts of your marketing to see what you can be improving and how you can be growing your business. Next, what do you need to know to be able to do this split testing inside of Infusionsoft? Well, three things. You need to know how to use round robins, which I'll show you in just a moment. You need to know how to use decision diamonds in the campaign builder in a very basic way. And you need to know how to apply and remove tags. So as you can see, these are all fairly basic things, and I'm going to walk you through step by step how to set this up in Infusionsoft. So next, what are round robins? If you're not familiar with this term, in Infusionsoft, there's a feature called a round robin. A round robin gives you the ability to randomly distribute contacts to users in your system. So let's just say you have 5 sales reps and you have leads coming into your Infusionsoft account and you want to randomly distribute those leads to your sales reps. Well, you can do that using a round robin. You select which users you want to get assigned contacts and you can select the distribution and you have those randomly assigned. We are, for the sake of split testing, going to exploit this feature for its ability to randomly distribute contacts. So how do you set up a round robin? Well, first go to the main menu in your Infusionsoft account, go to the CRM section and click on Settings down below. Once you get to that page, go ahead and click on Round Robins in the left-hand menu and then click Add Round Robin in the upper right-hand corner. Next, you'll be given a page where you need to name your round robin. Go ahead and name it split test or whatever it is that you would like to name it for testing purposes. And then select 2 or more of your users to receive contacts. So in this case, I'm going to show you an A-B split test, meaning I'm going to split the list into an A group and a B group. So I'm going to split them evenly. It doesn't matter which of the users I choose. I've chosen Tyler and John. Each of them will get 1 lead per round, meaning as the contacts flow through this process, Tyler will get 1, John will get 1, Tyler will get 1, John will get 1, and they'll just get randomly distributed that way. That way they get split evenly into both of those 2 groups. So just make sure that when you set this up, you select the users that you want to use for the split testing and you have at least a 1 in each of those columns. Now, if I want to do a split test where they're not perfectly evenly distributed, that's fine. I could do twice as many for John as Tyler by just putting a 2 in John's number there. And so in this case, again, I'm just going to do a 50-50 split, so I'll do 1 and 1. That way they get distributed evenly to both of those users. Here's the campaign that we're going to set up for split testing purposes, and it may look a little bit overwhelming at the moment, but it's actually very, very simple. And the truth of the matter is we can publish this campaign directly into your Infusionsoft account. So if you don't want to go through the hassle of setting it up, then no worries, we can publish it directly into your account as part of our all access pass, which I'll tell you about later. But for now, I want to walk you through how to set this up on your own if you're interested in going ahead and doing this in your business. So let's go through this step by step. The first step is to set up an empty sequence, which is just a sequence that we're going to use to dump all of our contacts into. So whether it be your leads or prospects or a group of customers that you want to test something with, take that group of people and just dump them into an empty sequence there. Next, it's going to flow into a decision diamond. This decision diamond is going to route people based on their current owner, or in other words, the current user that is assigned to them. So if you're already using the round robin feature, or for any other reason you might have assigned contacts to users so that those users could work those contacts, well, we're going to mess that up by running a round robin. And so before we mess that up, we want to document who was assigned to which user, which contacts were assigned to Tyler, which ones were assigned to John, and which ones were assigned to Tammy, so that we can record that and then restore the original owners later. So in this decision diamond, what we're going to do first is set up rules to route people based on their current owner. So the first rule says if the owner equals Tyler Garnes, then we're going to put them in the sequence called tag for Tyler. If the owner equals John Smith, then we're going to put them in the sequence tag for John, and the same thing with Tammy. That way, no matter who their current owner is, they'll end up in a sequence where next we're going to tag them for that particular owner. So here's the sequence for Tammy, and all we have there is just a tag snippet, and of course it's going to apply a tag, owner is Tammy. And we have a similar tag for Tyler and for John, and that way everyone's going to get tagged for their current owner. Next, after they get tagged for their current owner, they're going to be run into a sequence where we're going to run the round robin. So inside that sequence, it's very simple. We just use the assign an owner snippet, and then we select assign using round robin as the option there. And then of course we're going to select from the drop down the actual name of the split test round robin that we set up, so that it's going to randomly distribute those leads to those users. Okay, so after we run the round robin, now we're going to split the list again based on who their new owner is. So half of the leads now are assigned to Tyler, half of them are assigned to John. Those aren't the original owners. It's probably all mixed up. That's okay. But we're going to split them based on their new owners. So we have a new decision diamond there. And the rules for that are if the owner equals Tyler, then put them in group A. And if the owner equals John, then put them in group B. So we should end up with half the list in group A and half the list in group B. Then within each of those sequences, we're going to tag them for group A and group B. So here's the sequence for group A. They're going to get a tag for group A, and same thing for group B. Okay, so once they've been tagged for their split test group, now we're going to bring them back down to a consolidated sequence just to bring everybody back together again, and that's going to be an empty sequence just to be able to run a new decision diamond. And here we're going to restore the original owner. So we're going to run a decision diamond here based on the tag that we set on the original owner. So here are the rules. If the contact's tags contains owner is Tyler, then we're going to put them in the sequence to restore owner to Tyler. And same thing for John, and same thing for Tammy. So we're using that tag that we set in the very beginning based on their original owner to split them into sequences. And then inside those sequences, we're going to use the assign an owner snippet again. In this case, we're not going to use the round robin. We're actually going to just select assign to user and choose the original owner of that particular contact. And so as they come through, their owner is going to be reset back to whoever it was originally before we ran the round robin. So after we've restored the original owners, we bring everybody again down to a consolidated sequence, which is empty, just for the purposes of having one decision diamond next, which now we're going to split people back out into their test group so we can actually run the test. So that decision diamond is based on the split test tag. So we've got a tag for group A, and if they have that tag, they go into run test A. And we've got one for split test group B. If they have that tag, they go into the test B sequence. And then, of course, in those sequences, you can run whatever you'd like. You might have a long sequence that you want to compare to another long sequence. In this case, I have one email. I've got an A version and a B version. You might want to split test subject lines or email layout or the whole copy of the email. Whatever it is you're wanting to test, just have one version in one sequence and one version in another sequence, and you'll be set. In this particular example, I want to also measure how many people click in each of those tests, not just how many people purchase. So I've got a click goal there. If they happen to click on the emails and proceed that way, they're going to get tagged with clicked test A and clicked test B. And then the next step, of course, is for them to make a purchase. And after that, they'll get tagged with a tag for having made a purchase. So at this point, it's very cool because I can set up saved searches. I can set up one saved search for the number of people that got into the group A test. And then I can set up another saved search for test group B. I can set up a saved search for how many people out of test A clicked their email, how many people out of test B clicked their email, and then also how many people purchased who had the test A tag and how many purchased who had the test B tag. So I can see conversion across this whole test and know which test is converting better in terms of clicks and purchases. So we've gone through that in detail. Let's just give it a quick overview now so that you can see the whole flow. We put all our contacts into an empty sequence and then we route them based on their current owner. And in those sequences, we're going to tag them for their current owner so that we can remember that in a moment. Next, we're going to distribute them based on a round robin to two different groups. Then we're going to run a decision diamond based on their new owner to tag them for group A or for group B. And then we're going to consolidate them again into one simple sequence and run another decision diamond based on the tag that we gave them for their original owner, and we can restore their original owner to whoever it was. Then we bring them all down together in a consolidated sequence and we split them out based on the tag they got for the split test. And now we're actually running the split test itself, and we've got some measurements here for clicks and a purchase at the end so that we can track conversion on those split tests. So that is a quick overview of split testing with Infusionsoft. Really hope you enjoyed it. So go ahead and put your comments in the Facebook comments down below. Let me know what you thought about this hack, as well as go ahead and ask questions if you're confused about anything, if you have any questions about how this works. Also, we have determined 10 of the 12 hacks of Christmas. I've left 2 open for you to decide. So if you have questions about Infusionsoft, if you have problems you've been unable to solve, go ahead and post those down below and we'll see if we can work those into our 12 hacks of Christmas. So stay tuned. We've got a lot more coming, 11 more hacks of Christmas to go, and we're going to let you know about our All Access Pass. Our All Access Pass is going to give you all the Infusionsoft training you'll ever need. You'll also get access to our Double Your Sales Club and the ability for us to push these campaigns automatically into your Infusionsoft account. So as you see these hacks come across, if you're interested in them and you want these campaigns and other campaigns that we've developed for private clients pushed automatically into your Infusionsoft account, stay tuned. The All Access Pass will give you that exact ability. So keep an eye out for the next email with the second hack of Christmas. We'll talk to you soon.